What's happening, folks? Peter Olinto here with you. What is the most commonly asked question I get these days? Pete, what order should I sit for the parts of the CPA exam? Well, obviously, as you know, you can customize it any way that suits your needs. First thing I would ask people, though, I do have people say, Pete, I'm really nervous. I don't know if I have the ability to do it. You know, they want to get off to a good start. So those folks are generally going to sit for whatever part they think is going to be easiest for them, whether it be audit, tax, FAR, whatever. Whatever part you feel strongest about, sure. If you need to build confidence, let's start with that easiest part first, get the ball rolling, and then you'll be able to complete the remaining parts. But that, to me, is more the exception than the rule. The general rule is, hey, most of you know you can do this, okay? You can and you will, you just need the time and a good plan. So the plan starts with, well, what order? I generally tell people, hey, let's get FAR out of the way first. Why? Because it's the most math intensive, it's the most academic, generally going to take the longest to study for, and you have unlimited time to study for your first part because that window of opportunity doesn't begin to close until you've passed your first part. So you're going to knock out FAR first. What are you going to do next? Well, it depends. Are you going to go audit or are you going to go tax? If you're an audit person, but you don't like the IT so much, you like the FAR, you like the math, well then you know what, if you're doing well in FAR, it makes a lot of sense to sit for bar next. A lot of overlap in that content. If you're liking the FAR, you're gonna love the bar. So you do your FAR, your bar, where are you gonna go from there? Then obviously, regulation, the tax. We wanna get that done sooner rather than later because you know the tax law regularly changes and you wanna make sure you get the benefit of what you studied in school. If you're out of school 2 or 3 years, the tax law might change and then all of a sudden you gotta relearn the tax. So FAR, bar, reg, and then you'll leave your easiest part for last, which will be audit. If that's what you do for a living, day in, day out, you got all your audit training, you'll be in great shape. Now you say to me, Pete, I don't like the math so much. You know what? Then you're not going to sit for bar. If you're on the audit side and you know you like the IT, you did really well in your IT classes in school, then you're going to probably do FAR first, knock that out. Get the reg next, take advantage of the tax you learned in school. Then you'll sit for your audit, core, and then your ISC. Your information systems and compliance has a lot of overlap with the audit content. You'll be in good shape. Tax people, it's a no-brainer. What are you gonna do? You're also gonna start with FAR. Let's get that content out of the way first. Then you'll sit for audit second, because you're not gonna be doing that for a living the longer you're out of school, out of sight, out of mind. So FAR, audit, then your reg core, and we got a little business law with the tax. I'll see you in the business law. And then you're going to take the TCP. Ton of overlap between tax compliance and planning and the regulation section. And since you're going to be doing returns all day, every day, this is going to be relatively easy for you because they want to reward you for your work experience. That's why you're leaving what it is you do for a living on the back end, because if God forbid you're against that 30 or 36 month window, hey, this is what I do all day, every day. It should be relatively easier to pass that part. You definitely don't want to leave FAR on the back end. God forbid you fail FAR on the back end. You got to retake it and then maybe you're going to lose credit for something you passed in the beginning. You cannot and will not let that happen. Alrighty? So, you're gonna choose the plan that works best for you. We're here to support you all along the way. You have any questions? If you fail a part, you're in good company. Most CPAs did not pass all 4 parts on the first attempt. No worries, reach out to us. We'll help you. We'll look at your score report, see where you did well, where you didn't do so well, and how we're gonna now flip things over the second time around if you have to retake a part. Slow and steady wins the race. You can and you will do this, all right? So good luck studying. I'll see you guys in class.